Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Welcome, everyone, to Global One Media's exclusive one-on-one discussions with executives as they share insights into their company. I'm your host, Ashley Berry, and we're thrilled you're joining us today. We're welcoming Stephen Barnhill Jr., Interim President and CEO at Global Hemp Group. The company is executing a multi-phase strategy to become a leader in the industrial hemp industry. Global Hemp is listed on the Canadian Securities and Frankfurt exchanges as GHG and the OTCQB as GBHPF. Stephen, always a pleasure to see you. Great to have you with us today.
You as well, Ashley. Good to see you again, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'd like to start by, of course, congratulating you on executing your first sublicense agreement in the U.S. Can you share more on the terms of that agreement and the expected revenue to be generated from this partnership?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're very excited as well. And one of the main things that we wanted to get started on as soon as I came over as the interim CEO was these sublicensing agreements, because we want to get our Apollon products into the marketplace and, most importantly, generate some revenue. So this company out of Florida, Medicinal One, they're building out a huge e-commerce platform that's going to offer all kinds of medicinal products on their website. And they actually want Apollon to be their number one first product, sort of their flagship product. So we're super excited about that. They're building out all of the infrastructure. They're going to have a very in-depth marketing campaign that they're going to put behind the company. And Apollon is going to be able to have their products produced for free, essentially. This is a deal where they're going to create the inventory, pay for the inventory, and then we're going to get a nice 20% gross royalty. So it's something that will ramp up. We expect the revenues to be substantial over time. And I'm very excited mostly to just see these products in the marketplace and people able to actually purchase them.
Sure. Sounds like a lot to be excited about. Let's talk about the Apollon patents and IP and how they're different from other similar products on the market.
Absolutely. You know, there's a lot of intellectual property on cannabis, and there's a lot of intellectual property, not quite as much, but more so now in the last couple of years on functional and medicinal mushrooms. However, there's not a lot of IP on the combination of the two. And what we found over the years of research is that the combination of cannabis with mushrooms, both THC-free and certain product lines that include THC, really give it that extra level of effectiveness because they kind of attack from two separate places. When you talk about cancer specifically, the cannabis attacks the cancer right on the cell. However, the mushroom is more of a immune system bolstering situation that allows the immune system to then attack the cancer cell. So you're kind of hitting it from two angles. And so a lot of our IP is about the combination of the two. But even more importantly than that, it's how we select our, end product and the methods of how we get there. What I mean by that is we have a whole process for our extraction where we steam distill the terpenes off because the terpenes and the flavonoids have medicinal properties as well. And then we do our ethanol extractions and reintroduce those terpenes after the product has been refined. And we find that that really is what makes the products much more effective than your traditional Rick Simpson oil and stuff like that you find on the market. Also, similarly with the mushrooms, we try to get the best sources that we can, third-party tested, and we're doing some things now to try to increase the bioavailability of those. So even more than the patents themselves, it's our process that really is important and makes these products effective.
Sounds like a really important combination. Very interesting to me. It's kind of fascinating when you think about it. And then you think about the patient and in the long run, how this will help them. Let's talk a little bit about the estimated timeline for when the e-commerce website will be launched and when product orders will be fulfilled. I think everybody's really excited about that.
Yeah, you know what? I just got a call early this morning that the samples of the first batch of products that we're having produced here in the United States specifically for this venture are completed and they're on their way to us. So hopefully we'll be able to round that out in the next few weeks. The website is going to take another 30 days or so to be completed and all of the marketing strategies put in place. And I think within 45 to 60 days, we can see some revenue starting to come in on the sale of these products.
So hopefully a lot of growth can be expected from this point. Maybe you can share your plans for expanding in the United States and your forecasts for more sub-license agreements and what strategies you plan to implement to boost sales of your Apollon products from here on out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so with the sub-licensing strategy, this was a sub-license that doesn't include the THC products, obviously, because it's an e-commerce website that we're going to be selling on. So Medicinal One's license is specifically for non-THC products. And so now we're actually in discussions with some licensees in various states. We have in the United States, it's kind of segmented. You have to be licensed in each individual state that you operate. So we're looking to take some of our THC products and license those to various states like California, New York, Florida, et cetera. And so that's kind of the next phase of things. So we have a e-commerce partner here in the States that's going to be able to sell and distribute our non-THC stuff to all 50 states. And now we're focusing on the individual states for the THC stuff.
Terrific. So what do all these exciting developments mean for Global Hemp Group shareholders, and how do you plan to leverage this new partnership to create value for them?
Well, I think it's always hard to get that first partnership, right? When you have new products on the market, new intellectual property, getting somebody to step up to the plate and take a license from you kind of signals to the market that, maybe there's something here. So we believe it'll kind of be a domino effect. We're hoping that it'll be kind of a domino effect from here. And so I think in the long run, it's going to help build shareholder value. The more deals that we can do, the more exposure we have, obviously, the more revenue we can generate and the more people that we can help. You need to generate revenue to stay in business as a company. And so that's kind of one of the top priorities for us, is getting some cash flow in. But more importantly, it's continuing to do the research and development of these products that we believe can be truly life-changing for a lot of people.
Absolutely. So, Stephen, I know that this is very near and dear to your heart, this mission. So what really excites you the most about this, and how can you encourage others to kind of join your journey?
Well, it's a great question, Ashley. And, we got into this industry with a little bit of, I'll call it optimistic skepticism. And, seeing what we've seen with patients, individuals that have come down and have been treated in Jamaica. That's where we started the business, obviously. And seeing that the beautiful things that we've had, the results of the 3-dimensional cell culture studies, it just really inspires me to keep pushing forward, because it feels like we're circling something great. And so I would just say to anybody that may want to get along for the journey, I think our hearts are aligned. And obviously there's the financial incentive of building a real company and building some shareholder value. But I think I don't remember who said the quote, but it was, you can do good by doing good. And I think this company is one of those situations where everybody can make money and do things for the world.
Wonderful. Very well said. Stephen Barnhill Jr., interim president and CEO at Global Hemp Group. What a pleasure. It is always speaking with you. Really excited about all these new developments and excited to share more with our audience.
Thanks so much, Ashley. Thank you for having me again.